Hello subscribers, hello YouTubers. Thank you so much for your support and for stopping by and listening to my chit chat. If you're new, please like, share, and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you. And if you do, please let me know in the comments. I love to know who my new subscribers are. I went white, yes, light, very, very long, and it's coming along, I think, and even if it doesn't, it has to stay like this for a while anyway. Megan, I did a video last night and I didn't care for it. I try to keep my hands off the table because that can be annoying with the sound. She's getting 2 awards. She's getting one for Miss Foundation and also one for Empowerment of Women. They're 2 separate awards. They're not the same. They're 2 different awards. And I'm finding it interesting that these people think that after her and Harry has done what they have done is deserving of an award for the things that they're naming: empowerment, influencer. Let me read you the foundation. Women of Vision Award. It's a Women of Vision. So Meghan has a vision. I don't know what these awards are for. I think it's stupid. I think that I know about it. It's stupid. I hate that these foundations are giving away awards to people like Meghan that doesn't deserve it. That's the bottom line. That doesn't deserve the award. If she was deserving of it, then she should get it. But I couldn't find anything relating to why she should get it. I didn't. Like, it wasn't, she did this, Archie Well. They mentioned Archie Well, but it didn't say what they did or what they just combined forces. What does that mean? No, Meghan did go to Uvalde and put some flowers on those babies' graves. And then Meghan also, she was passing out food in California during COVID, her and Harry. And then, yep, yeah, and then she went to New York, and I don't know what that whole thing was about. But it's not empowering. It's not empowering. It's not, I just know how to say it. It's just that her character that they are describing is not worthy of these awards, which makes me believe that these awards are fake and not worthy to be mentioned. And I get PR that you're trying to build up her reputation, but this is a sad way of going about it. It's to propping her up even more on a pedestal to make her believe that she's empowering us and that she's an influencer and that she has all this to give after everything that she's said and done. I was watching the Oprah show, bits and pieces of it. But Gail did a segment, and during Gail's segment, she goes over each bombshell moment in the interview. And Gail starts off with the Catherine and the bridesmaid dresses. And so she talks about how Catherine made Meghan cry. It was the other way around. It wasn't. What Kate made hurt Meghan's feelings and hurt her. And that's what happened, but they got it all wrong. And so this is what she says, how they got it wrong. And Oprah asked her, she says, so why would they deliberately not fix it? She said, Oprah said, did anybody know that what was really going on? And Meghan said, yes, everybody knew that Kate made me cry. Everybody knew that about the bridesmaid dresses, but they wouldn't say anything. They wouldn't come out with a statement. That's what she said. I'm going to finish the interview. I just don't want to forget that point. Then she goes on to say, and then Oprah's like, really, I can't believe that they wouldn't do that. Okay. And so then they go on to the next conversation. And then Gail starts saying that, okay, then, Meghan became suicidal. Her mental health started failing. And Meghan starts telling us on the Oprah show just like this. She says, Oprah, I went to the palace and I told them that I wasn't well and my mental health wasn't good and I was suicidal. And do you know, when I got there, they told me that there was nothing they could do for me and they turned me away? Mm-hmm. That's what she told us and told Oprah. And Oprah was like, really? No, and Meghan was like, no, because you got to pretend like everything is okay. I was going to have to get outside help. She rushes through that. I'm going to say what she said again because it's shocking. She tells us that she went to the palace HR, wherever she went, and that she told them that she wasn't well. First of all, her going to the palace for mental health, that just sounds suspicious. That just doesn't even sound like someone would do. No. If something was really wrong, we would have had a meeting. That would have been a summit. I would have said, Charles, all y'all sit down because I ain't well. And I went to the HR and nobody said nothing, but I ain't well and I still want to be here. And so all this kingdom stuff y'all got over here, but you can't help me with mental health. No, because Meghan didn't have a mental issue, because if she did, I'm sure something would have been said. The staff would have known something and did something. We wouldn't just be hearing about it from Meghan. Okay? And so Meghan tells Oprah that they told her no, that there was nothing that they could do for her. So she didn't know what to do. And so her and Harry had no choice but to start making plans to come back to the United States. Mm-hmm. Because of her mental health. That's what Gail said. Then the story continues. And I could have it backwards, but I feel like I don't. I could, but it doesn't matter. It all was said. That's the point. Okay? Then, here we go with the racism, okay? Then Meghan goes and she says, well, in tandem. She says something about in tandem. It was all centered around them having a conversation about how it would look, concerns about the color, how dark his skin color would be. But before she said that, she was like, well, the titles are, I didn't hear much about the titles on this show, Gail. But I know the titles was mentioned on a different show, and it went like this. It was like, okay. So, and this is Meghan. After the, this is what she said. She says, there was conversations about us losing security, us losing our titles, and, us losing financial help. I think that was a third one. But I know it was security and titles. It was one more. She told Oprah that. She said, then after that, that's when she mentioned about in tandem that they were concerned about how dark Archie's skin color would be and how that would look. It was such a lie. You can tell because when Harry comes out and starts backing it up, his story gets twisted. I'm not going to say who said it. I'm not going to discuss any more about that. And then Meghan tells us in the same interview with Oprah that Harry relayed that information to her. Yeah, Harry relayed this information to me that this was going on. I believe he told you and you took it and ran with it and tried to make a story out of it into thinking that, oh, I'm going to blackmail the royal family with this and say, well, I can just say on the Oprah show that there's going to be an issue with the titles because we're deciding to leave the firm. We're deciding to leave the monarchy. So if we're going to leave the monarchy and they're going to take the titles away since we're leaving, then I'm going to let the world know. So she thought telling us that it was a racist comment, a racist going on, racism, because of that conversation about his skin color, knowing that it wasn't, just to seal the titles, because she just got the titles 15 minutes ago. The ones that she said that she wasn't going to get because of the conversation about how dark his skin would be. What did that have to do with them leaving the monarchy? Because at first she said that when they left, it was going to be because of them leaving. The security, the titles was all going to be taken away because of them leaving, and you no longer get the privileges of royalty when you decide to leave. Security, money, and titles. And Meghan was scared. And so she decided that she was going to lie on the royal family and use that as a curve, as a way, what did she call it? Intantum. She used that word as an intantum to be able to lay on us that because they were having a conversation about what color, how dark his skin was going to be, that was going to stop him from getting titles. Yep. And 2 days ago, they just got titles. Prince and Princess. It's all on the website now. The same titles that she said that she wasn't going to give her kids because, she don't need all that. But all of a sudden, it's their birthright. There's no birthright when you get on TV and start talking about your family is racist. No. But the kicker is that those same people that are giving her an award saw the same show we saw. And how is that empowering when you have a lawsuit going on against you for slandering your sister? It's a defamation case. And we all heard it. We all heard Meghan talk about her sister. We all heard it. The judge did too. You heard it too, Judge. Yes, the one that is dismissing the case and not taking it seriously because Meghan is married to a prince. No, Meghan continues to get privileges. She continues to skate by without any consequences. And not just that, but is now being rewarded for bad behavior. She's being awarded for it in the same week. Check this out, guys. Check it out. Go watch my recap. They were all in court last week. Now this week they're getting awards. That doesn't even balance out correctly. That you would go to court 2 weeks ago, then all of a sudden we're going to praise you today. It's stupid. It makes no sense that either one of these two brats, whiny, spoiled, entitled, feels manipulator. Oh God, the manipulation is real coming from Meghan. Because you have to not care to do the stuff that she does. Because if you care, then you wouldn't do none of it. Not even a little bit of it. Because when you look at her talking about the royal family, her family, and everybody else from the sun and the moon on the Oprah show, you're just thinking to yourself, am I in a Twilight Zone? Is she really really saying this? Is this really coming out of her mouth? Is she really thinking this is going to go well? Now, in the beginning, people were feeling sorry for her because Piers Morgan lost his job. And then they're like, okay, they're coming out with more? No. No, they're just going to they're just going to reiterate, bring it home. So just in case you didn't get the other 2 times they told you that the family was racist. But she's an influencer. She's an empowerment. Here's my question. Like, my daughter's 16. And I'm having a conversation with her about Meghan. And I'm thinking to myself, would I want my daughter to look up to her? Why? Why would I want her to influence my daughter when she worked for nothing? Meghan didn't work for these awards. Because I don't care how she gets it or what, I don't really care. But the point is that when you start saying things that are empowerment, leadership, my ear starts to ring, because I just want to know how I was empowered by her or anyone. Because, like I said, Uvalde, she was taking flowers, which was a great thing, but it was a publicity stunt to get pictures for her Netflix show instead of going to see her father that she still hasn't even seen. But nobody cares because he did something with the paparazzi, and so since he did that, he's scum. There's no forgiveness in Meghan's heart. But she's going to dress up, go to these red carpet events, accept these stupid awards, and put them on her mantle and feel good about it. As if she worked for it, as if she did it. Like, she's alongside some of those women that are getting these awards. I read what they were getting it for. I read. And it was good. It was, you knew what they were getting the award for. Not like Meghan. If you guys care, I'll post the article. That's just, to me, a reminder of who Meghan is and how manipulating she can be, and how she is trying to fix her reputation, which is nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to fix your reputation by getting awards to elevate yourself, to make yourself look like you've done all this. Normally people do things, they volunteer and give their time and do stuff, and people don't even hear about what they do. No, the silent givers. No, Meghan wants an award. Meghan wants a trophy to say, look at me. And she's got some other ones too. Let me name them. Sue mentioned them on her show today. Thank you, Sue. Actually, I took a picture of it, but the distractions, actually on Sue's page, on Sue's show today, it was about distractions, about Meghan a little bit. And one segment was talking about how she's got all these things going on around the coordination and someone insinuated that could take away from the coordination. I don't really think so. I think everybody is anticipating watching this coordination. And even if she did, we're still going to be flipping on I'm going to be glued. I'm going to have on my British nails. I'm trying to send me some, hey, I don't know if you guys can send me pictures, but send me pictures of nails, and because I'm going to sport some, I'm going to probably have her do like some flags or something, the UK flag. But anyway, moving on. So some awards that she's already gotten, which is interesting. NAACP. There's another one. Image Award. change champions. So, yep. I don't care if I'm being hard on that situation, because that's a thing that triggers me to come on and want to have a conversation with you guys, is because it doesn't add up to someone to be getting awards when they are not award worthy at all. They have been mean, they have been spiteful, they have made money off of their stuff. They continue to be nasty. They have not let the royal family know if they're going to the coronation or not. But maybe they do know and we just don't know. That could be true. But here's the thing. I don't really think people care as much anymore. Some do, journalists do, I know. But it is what it is. Everybody's getting ready now. And nobody's really waiting around to see what they're going to do. But obviously, they're going to be somewhere not seen. And they're not going to have a spot. And Archie's name is not going to be hollered out in stone from the castle. Okay, let me just make sure I didn't miss anything, because I may skip a day or two, guys. I think I mentioned that she had me going when she says, I didn't know what I was going to do. I went to Human Resources and they told me no, that there's nothing they can do to help me with my health. And so I knew that night that I couldn't be alone. I told Harry that I was afraid that I would do something. And I was pregnant at the time. I mean, I've talked about this before. What journalist would let anyone dominate that segment like Meghan did? Like, there was no excuse for Meghan to treat Oprah that way on her own set. She made, every time I sat there and I was watching it on TV, and I was just like, honey, and he was like, I said to myself, oh, Oprah, no, don't do it, Oprah. Don't do it. Really, she was just, Meghan was just going in. Every sentence was negative. Everything was always made her look like she was the damsel in distress, or the one that was always being mistreated, or looked upon like, oh, poor Meghan. They did all of that to Meghan. Catherine, Camilla, Charles, William, they ran Meghan out of there. The same person that wants to wear a tiara at the coronation, want a spot in the institution. Yeah, still want to be connected to that glamour, but told Oprah she didn't want that no more. They ran over here like they were running for their lives. And then Harry goes on his spare debacle and starts telling us that Meghan wants an apology from his family, and that's what they're waiting on. So I guess she told you on the way out the door, Harry, this. Honey, when you see, when you let Anderson Cooper know that I'm waiting on an apology from Charles and the rest of the royals before I can even start negotiations or, getting over everything that we've been through. Yeah, that's what she told him when he walked out the door and went and sat next to Anderson. And Anderson asked him, will he ever be a part of the royal family anymore? And he do any royal work anymore in the institution? He said no. And that he was pretty much waiting. He wants an apology from his wife, because he felt like they mistreated her. They meaning the royal family. So when Meghan was in Africa talking about, or wherever she was, talking about she wasn't okay, or Australia, whatever. I wasn't okay. No one asked me, was I okay? She was talking about the royal family then. She wasn't talking about the press. She was never talking about the press. Her ultimate goal was always to go after the royal family and blackmail them and treat them like she's treating them. But she's empowerment. No. It shocks me. And then some of these news outlets, they just read right over it. They're not even commenting on it anymore. Don Lemon hasn't said anything. He know Meghan over here acting stupid, talking about a tiara. There ain't nobody wanting to know about that. Ain't nobody want to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about how Archie and Lilibet got titles after she said the royal family wasn't going to give it to them because it was racist. Nobody wants to talk about that. So we're just going to pretend like that just didn't happen. It will never go away. That will PR team over there in Meghan land. The things that she has done and said are just not going to go away and under this little undercover umbrella. It will always ring loud and clear. And it's almost unfinished business. You can't say the royal family is racist and then come back and say unconscious bias and the story it ends. Oh, no. Her and Harry had that lot going for 2 years. And Oprah and Gail opened the floodgate to let them do that. It was beautiful the way Gail had. You guys have got to watch that. I'm not going to go back into that. Let me make sure. The apology. That's what I was talking about. She wants an apology. Seriously. Come on, guys. Just think. Just let's just stop for just a second. Enough to just take a sip. You got your sippies, teas. I know my English British people like their tea. Ooh, I can't wait to have like a cup of tea with one of you guys. An apology. Did y'all let that soak in? What does Charles... I'm going to be Charles. And Meghan's sitting across from me. I'm going to say, hello, Meghan. And she's going to say whatever. I'm going to say, so you're waiting on an apology from me? Yes. I'm sorry. But you're not getting one. Because I opened the door for you. I let you into my family, into my home, into my heart, and I trusted you with that, with my son, with my family, with everything, without hesitation. And you came over here with a hidden agenda. And with that hidden agenda, you have cost us a lot of agony and pain. Because you not only have hurt me, but you have hurt my queen, Camilla, my son, William, the Prince of Wales, and his wife, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, by going on Oprah Winfrey and telling everyone that we were racist and that we treated you and fed you to the wolves. And so my thing to you is, when I gave you that speech when I became king, I let you know that you and Harry are free to do whatever you want. And I will love you and support you guys forever and ever. And I love you. But after that, you guys decided to just spare a book, docuseries, and just, But I have continued to be silent. I'm not going to play these games with you. You are not going to bully me. I am not giving you an apology. You owe me one, and my family one, and my country. And you are over here as a guest. A guest. That's it. Get out. Get out. Get out. No. She's done some really nasty things, and to expect an apology and still do, and Harry running around requesting it. There's something wrong with Harry. Oh, Lord. Harry is stupid. We all know that all of this could be set up if Harry had balls. Like one of my subscribers named Harry Balls. If he had a backbone, if he had something to just shake himself together, sorry about the nails, and just shake out of him something called life, he might get himself back together. Listen, love you guys. Like I said, it might be a couple of days before I come back on. Love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful afternoon.